This is reading lesson number 12. This lesson is for you if you struggle with reading. I am April McMurtry, a professional reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and the developer of the Learn Reading program. And I'm going to teach you to read in 100 videos. It is important that you start with lesson 1, and that video is linked for you in the description below. I will be building upon each lesson, so it's important that you watch them in order and begin with lesson 1. Here's how these lessons will work. Lessons 1 through 10 are taken from my begin reading packet, and that is linked for you in the description next to the number 1. Lessons 11 through 90 are taken from my Learn Reading program, and that is next to the number 2. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my adult reading class, and that is linked next to the number 3 in the description below. If you do not purchase the worksheets to follow along with me, that is perfectly fine. I would love to teach you right here for free, but you will need a piece of paper and a pencil to write down the words to follow along with me. So go ahead and pause the video, get a piece of paper and a pencil, and come right back. I will have 2 videos for you each week. You are free to follow along with me here for free, or you can join me at any time in my adult reading class, especially if these lessons seem a little easy for you. In my live class, I will be able to help you a little more personally. And again, that live class link is next to the number 3 in the description below. If you want an online tutor, I have several that I can recommend, and those are linked for you in the description as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we are in lesson 12. Our sight word for this lesson is 1, as in the number 1. If you have these worksheets, go ahead and work on the sight words on this page. And then meet me over here on page 3. Okay, so our new grapheme for this lesson is Y as a vowel. Y is only a consonant if it is the first letter of a word or a syllable. So basically, you can know if Y is a vowel if it's not the first letter. If Y is anywhere else in the word, for the most part, it will be a vowel. And in this lesson, we are working on Y at the end of a multi-syllable word. So there's going to be at least 2 syllables, and you'll know that there's at least 2 syllables because there will be 2 vowels not touching. So if it's a longer word, at least 2 syllables long, and Y is at the end, it will usually say the long E sound. It will usually say E. That's its most common sound. So Y in this lesson is going to say E. So if you have the worksheets, go ahead and practice the correct pronunciation of each sound. Don't say the names of these letters, say the sounds that they make, the pure and clean sounds. And then when you come to the Y, say E, because that is the sound we will be practicing in this lesson. And then on this page, you know what to do if you have the worksheets. But if you don't, I want to do a phonemic awareness exercise right here with you. The word that I want you to count the syllables in today is sprinted. Sprinted, like I sprinted to the mailbox. Take a second, stretch out those sounds, and count how many sounds are in sprinted. Okay, push pause if you need to. So sprinted has s, p, r, I, n, t, e, d. 8 sounds in sprinted. I'll do that one more time. S, p, r, I, n, t, e, d. Sprinted has a lot of sounds. There actually is as many sounds as there are letters, so that's a little easier that way. But I wanted to make sure that you got every sound in that word. And we're going to continue to do those in every lesson because that's the most important skill that a reader can develop. All right, so here is where we're going to do most of our work for today. Before we start, I want to go over the last 4 from last time. Okay, here is our new words page from last time. We did these first 4 together, and now I wanted to make sure that you knew the correct pronunciation of these last 4 words, since those were your extra practice or your homework words. So this first one right here is open, open. This is roll, roll. This would be lasso, lasso. And this is cold, cold. Now on to today's lesson. We're going to be working with that Y as the final letter and working as a vowel. Y at the end of a multisyllable word will usually say E. And again, when Y is anywhere but the first letter, it is a vowel. So when we mark this vowel today, I'm going to put a little long E symbol over it to remind me what it says at the end of a multisyllable word. I know that this A is going to say A because the next two letters are consonants. So when we pencil read this word, we have B, A, D, L, E, badly, badly, badly. All right, I'll go ahead and be quiet while you work on this next one. Okay, so our sounds are, this I is going to say I because the next two letters are consonants. Y is at the end, usually make the long E sound. So the sounds are S, I, U, E, silly, silly. All right, you are doing great. Keep going. So we know that this A is going to say A because the next two letters are consonants. There's not another vowel, one or two doors down. Y is at the end of multisyllable words, usually say E. So this word is K, A, N, D, E. Candy, candy. All right, let's try this last one. Okay, so here we have a short vowel sound over here and a long vowel sound over here, a short E and a long E. This one's going to make it short sound because the next two letters are consonants. There's not another vowel, one or two doors down. This Y is going to make the long E sound because that's Y's most common sound when it comes at the end of a longer word. So when you separate the sounds, we have E, N, T, E. And when you slowly combine those sounds, we have entry, 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 like the entryway of a house, entry. All right, beautiful, well done. So these are your extra practice words for this lesson. If you have the worksheets, if you don't, go ahead and push pause and copy these down just the way they are and then practice those. And I'll tell you what the answers are next time. If you have these printable lessons, then you have also several vocabulary words here to read and learn the definition of. Some word cards that you can cut up and use for fluency practice, and of course, sentences to read all of these words in context. All right, my friends, you are doing fantastic. Keep it up, and I'll see you in the next lesson.